Oh, crap. Here we go. I guess we're live. Ow. All right. So, what I'm going to talk about here is upcoming stream thing that we're doing is going to be about UFOs and spiritual nature of alien abduction, maybe ghosts, maybe something like that. It's going to be fun, which is why it's all dark. Okay. It's all dark. Hey, Jason, how's it going? So that's what we have. Um, I wasn't sure if I was going to do a basic advertisement or do a live stream, and I figured, I'm I'm a lot better on a live stream. Honestly, I just am. So that's how we are. Take me to your leader, Cupcake Puppy. Yeah, all right. All right. So what we're doing tomorrow night is going to be basically talking about UFOs, um, ancient aliens, all this stuff that relates back to the Bible. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. I also had some other things I want to talk about, but it's what it's going to be. It's what it's going to be. And that is what it is. Anyone wants to chime in, go ahead and chime in. And, that is the topic. And it's a very off topic for us. I'm surprised that Robert wanted to actually do it. He was very interested in doing this. So I am very interested what this guy has to say about these different subjects. Eric von Daniken, you got the Anunnaki and you got the Nephilim, and you got all this stuff. I'd like to hear what this guy has to say about it. We'll find out. We'll find out. And it's how it is. How it is. But there's also some other things I want to talk about. I want to thank that people out there who donate to me through either Patreon or PayPal or something like that. I really appreciate it. And what we're coming up with is I'm going to get 2 boxes of Bibles, rebuilding my computer. Those are the 2 main things. And you guys are helping me do it. I couldn't do it without you. I just plain can't. So I'm very appreciative of that. I want to talk about that. So there we are. Nothing better than going live, man. Nothing better than going live. Ronco the third. What's up, man? So, anyways, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central-ish, we'll be talking about aliens and doing a George Norrie stream, which is why I'm all in the dark. Okay. Thought it would be befitting of the entire thing to advertise that. Maybe now that my advertisement's done. Oh, I have a light in my room. What about that? All right, so that's what's going on for tomorrow. If there are things that people have questions about or want to ask, go ahead and put them in the chat so I can write them down, because there's a lot to go through with all this stuff, and I am scripting, like writing it down. Okay. Just letting everybody know. But I like this. I like the live thing. I could do a basic video where I just talk to myself. Well, that's more fun with other people. Ron Cole III, you think these aliens are devils? Yes. And so are ghosts. And I actually have content on my channel from people that I play video games with. Okay. They are ghost hunters and then they got saved and they're like, the ghost chased them all the way through their lives because they accepted the ghost into their life. And that's what they tell me. Professional ghost hunters. When we fly out the rapture, will we see UFOs? People see UFOs every day. Nothing spiritual about a UFO. Just something you haven't seen before. No big deal. Has there anybody out there been abducted? You've been abducted? Yeah, it's going to be interesting. John Fortier. I don't know what's going to happen with that. We'll just see. It is going to be a pretty much the end of the season because we're going into Christmas. We're going into people having to travel and stuff like that. So that'll be the end of the season for stuff. But it is an interesting topic. Like, and we're having fun. Okay. We already covered big doctrines. From what I can see in my playlist, we got 17 videos. So that's like almost a year of us doing this stuff. We'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Spiritual gifts, yes, they are demons. And we are, you know, everybody agrees with that. But we're going to go through the whole thing anyway. Everybody agrees that these are demons. It's the same thing with the ghost hunters and stuff like that. Yeah. Man, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. A Dalmatian puppy. I don't have any black splotches on my face. No. I am a pure, what is it, German? Is that what I'm supposed to be? German. I'm supposed to be a pure German. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, Inky. Do it for the people. Every time I'm recording, literally every time I sit down, here's the cat. Oh, man. I want to be up here too. I want to be on the internet. I want to be famous as an Inky star. You an Inky star? Okay, now you're ticking me off. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. You can hear her purr. She doesn't purr very often. Yeah, the internet loves you. There you go. Do you stop biting me? What are you doing? I give you food. I give you food. Look at this stuff. She's like a cobra. She's like a little cobra. Like, what? If you don't give me what I want, I'm just going to bite you. Craziness. That's how it is. How it is. All right, guys. So that's what we have for what we're doing tomorrow, and we'll talk about alien abduction and a lot of false science that's out there, and we'll talk about that relating to the Bible, and that'll be the thing we're doing. Other than that, I don't have too much else to say. Somebody else has something else to say. I'll check chat for about 20 seconds, and then I'll be done. I've been stung, obviously. Spiritual gifts, we will talk about that. Says in some religious paintings, UFOs are in them. Well, yeah. What are those UFOs? So that's where we are. All good. And I gonna go trail off now and talk about people that have been supporting me for a few months now, um through Patreon or through PayPal, stuff like that. um it's a huge thing for me. I don't have money at all to really even keep doing this. And and when I want to stop, I immediately get calls from people who are like, "You're gonna stop?" And they're ticked at me. So we're just gonna keep going. And I just can't express the amount of appreciation that I have for that. Obviously I do things like build a Bible box, deliver Bibles, and I do the stuff like that. And I do these other things. And people, are happy to support, what I'm doing. And I I don't know how to reciprocate that on the internet. If it was my neighbor, I plowed out his driveway. The neighbor would come back and he'd plow out my driveway one day. So what? But on the internet, it's different. I can never reciprocate the amount of love that I get. Tough thing for me. It's really tough. Um, so I'm very, very appreciative of any sort of generosity that I get, and it goes to keep this channel alive. Literally, my computer is 8 years old. It's 8 years old. That's how it is. I need a computer, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna keep doing stuff. My mic and speaker setup, 5 years old. It's old stuff. It's gonna crap out. And if Max goes offline one day, it's gonna be because his computer crapped out. That's how it is. How it is. Spiritual gifts. Max, are you on Patreon? Yeah, I have a link. It's in my title. Or whatever. The little bar that goes up on top of your YouTube page. You have PayPal and you have the pay whatever. You have all that. And that's the way that I'd like to see, you know, what makes me angry is that people that really like me and really, support what I'm doing, they throw a bunch of money in. And I would just like to have a couple of bucks. Okay. I don't want everything I do supported by like 2 or 3 people. No, no. Couple of bucks a month to keep doing what I do. And that's it. And once I hit the point where I've made enough money, and I've said this before in older videos, I'm like, well, I bought all the Bibles I need. I have more money than I can deal with for dealing with, putting Bibles out and doing what I'm doing. So stop giving me money. I've said this. Just stop. I look at something like Patreon as like, I'd rather get $5 a month than $50 all at one time. Unfortunately, Patreon is going to take money out and then you transfer it over to PayPal. They're going to take their percentage out. I mean, that's how it goes. That's how it is. But, I'm grateful for any donation that I ever get. It's not like it's not needed. It wasn't needed at the time like a year ago. But, yeah. You know what I got to do is I got to go buy 80 acres. I'm going to have a GoFundMe account so you guys can buy me a new house. So you guys can put food in my baby's mouth. That is, I don't even really know what to say about people who do that. That's pretty awful. It honestly is like, especially for people that are very capable of doing other jobs. And that ticks me off. It ticks me right off. Bible flock box takes $25,000. People donate thousands to him. Well, I guess it's good for that guy. I mean, I don't care. Donations is a thing that I did because people were very upset that they could not donate to me. And I said I was going to quit. I've said this over the last 2 years. I'm like, I'm just not going to do this anymore. It's a pain. And they want to know how to donate. I'm like, I don't have a donate way. I don't have one. And then I came out with one. But it's still just a thing that's there. It's not something like my life does not rotate around. If I want to buy my can of clam chowder, it doesn't depend on whether or not people donate to me. I am appreciative of it, yes, but my clam chowder is mine. I paid for that. It's my money. The things that where my money goes is going to the body of Christ. Everything that comes into me goes to the body of Christ in some way, shape, or form. Yes, it might help me out in some way, shape, or form. All right. I just bought a video card. $70 off because of a Christmas sale or something like that. That video card is going to save me about an hour of rendering time for my videos. And my computer, the entire thing needs to be swapped out. But that one video card, I can put that in my computer right now. It's going to save me a ton of time. I couldn't really afford that myself, but yeah, I'm going to use it. I like playing video games too, but that's the main reason is building up to a better system and a better way of things. I'm running Windows 7, you guys. Okay. I built this computer in like 2011, 2012. That's where I'm at. Mark Lester, Max is the mountain lion for tongue flinger. I've heard that a few times. I've heard that. And I realized a lot of people like that. And, you know, I'm done with the guy. I've been done with the guy. But when he comes out with complete heretical BS, I can't just sit here. I can't just sit here. People are like, hey, look at this. Look at this. Do you see what he said here? Do you see what he said here? I can't just sit here and look, just be like, whatever. I'm just not going to deal with it. I mean, no, that's my job. My job is to deal with these people. That's it. And guy wants to keep coming out with heresy. I'm still going to go attack him. Pure and simple. Hey, Valor. Do you want to come on, Valerie? Talk about aliens? Hey, Victoria. So there's this big difficult thing where, currently in the, it's probably been going on for about 2 years in the body of Christ, where you have this big difficult thing of, oh, if you rebuke the guy more than twice, then you're supposed to leave him alone. Where does it say that in the Bible? Titus 3? That's not what that says. That's not what that says at all. And people make a big, huge doctrine out of that. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's saying leave people alone who don't want to be saved. That's the entire thing of Titus 3. It has nothing to do about people who call themselves pastors and ministers. Nothing. Nothing. And even if you apply it to them, it says reject them after the first and second admonition. It means reject their teaching and call them out. Reject them means call them out. Be mad at me, you be mad at Ed. We're doing our job. That's it. That's how it is. Joyce, are we talking about aliens tonight or tomorrow? Tomorrow. Tomorrow with Robert Breaker. Might come up again. Who knows? But really, it's mainly it's the spiritual aspect behind ghost witnessings, aliens, alien abductions, and stuff like that, and the spiritual aspect behind that. That's what we're talking about. Why aliens? Shepherd's Ambassador. We're doing it because I meant to do this a long time ago, and the person that I wanted to do it really can't do it. They can't do it. So, and Robert said he would like to do it, and he asked me about stuff, and I said, well, here's my list of topics. And he said, here's my list of topics. And he came back and said, well, let's do aliens. So that's how it is. We'll do aliens. That's my entire, 10 years, 20 years old to about 28, something like that. It was all aliens and superstition. Be fun. What guys? When are we starting? 6 p.m. Central. It's in the title of the video. Why do you, Valerie? You were abducted. Ended up in Glencoe. Bet you're freezing your butt off. It's cold up here. Cold. Cold stuff. Cold stuff. I don't know if Valerie, if you want to talk about anything. Yeah. Well, I sent you a link if you want to come on. I really don't have too much to say other than advertising for tomorrow and that sort of thing. All right, Bauer. So there you have it. And we'll make everything spooky. We'll try to make everything spooky. Shepherds and Baster, people point to things in the Bible and allude to aliens. Well, it's only Eric von Däniken and what's that guy's name? I don't remember. Talking about the Anunnaki and the Nephilim. Yep. It's all aliens. Look at all this stuff that we can't figure out how they built it. Look at the pyramids, man. They must have been done by aliens because we have literally no other explanation for it. And just because we don't have an explanation for it, we'll have a MacGuffin. The MacGuffin is going to be aliens. That's stupid. The people are mentally retarded. I don't have an explanation for how they did it. Must be aliens. Why don't you just say it's unicorns? No, unicorns did exist. We'll just say it's Zeus. Zeus just built it. You know, I mean, it's stupid. Rich G, I read that the pyramids were built by fallen angels to survive the flood. And I agree with they were built before the flood. I agree with that. And I'd like to hear what you have to say about fallen angels there in that respect, because it would make sense. I don't know. I think they became, taking human people as their wives. They gave up being basically little minor gods just to be human, to play around with women. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Bigfoot the only. All right. All right. That's what we have. And well, Rich G, if you got an article or a link, go ahead and send it to me and I'll check it out. This is what I have. I meant this to be very short. Simple thing, and we are going to talk about UFOs. Of course, we'll have to turn off all the lights now. And we'll have to do one of these things. You know, aliens have been coming here for a long time. all you people out there that believe in religion, you're crazy. It's all just aliens and evolution. Well, we're going to beat that thing down. We're going to beat that thing down into the ground. Okay. There's no better way to say it. I mean, we're all familiar with, Von Donigan. What is it? The History Channel thing, Ancient Aliens. We're all familiar with that. It's all a bunch of crap. It's so much a bunch of crap, and we will debunk it, and we'll tell you what's going on. And that's going to be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll talk about that. Valerie, hopefully you can make it, and we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what's going on. Rich G, you had a link that I had to actually admin put up, so I hope that's a good link. Don't be putting porn on my site. Don't do that. Jack Parsons. Yeah, and then there's the atomic bomb guy too. Yeah, Jack Parsons and those people. All right. Well, thank you all for coming. And, as I said before, thank you all for anyone who donates to me. It will show in what I'm doing. And this is what we're doing. We're moving on in the future. It's going to be aliens. And then after that, what's that going to be? Oh, man. He's going off into aliens now. Oh. What's going to be after that? Oh. All right. Yeah, I approved it, Valerie. No aliens on a flat Earth. I disagree. No, they're in the center of the Earth. Isn't that where they come from? Isn't that guy that went to the outskirts of the flat Earth? He said he flew through the center of the Earth and saw aliens. Yeah, I think that's what that guy said. I'm gonna bank on that, man. I'm gonna bank on that. Said Jesus is an alien. Well, no. But when people say the Nephilim are aliens, they're correct. They come from heaven. Yes, they are aliens. Oh man, Planet X. Valerie, you know about Planet X? Victoria, giants were in the Hollow Earth. Well, they're on top too. Obviously, you got Joshua who killed one. All right, there we go. I wanted to do the spooky music and all that stuff for this, but I'm like, I got a few things to talk about. And I don't have much else to say other than what I did. So that's how that is. All right. I don't like being in the dark. My light bulb burned out right there. But yeah, I don't like being in the dark. That's what I got. And, aliens, UFOs, also probably going to come into ghost stories and stuff like that. I have ghost stories on my channel. Now, understand that this is 3 years ago on, the ghost story thing, and it was people who are ghost hunters, and they do it by profession, and I talked to them, and I video game with them. They're stoners, okay? And they're 50 years old at the time I talked to them. And they talked about the entire thing about ghost hunting, and they talked about the spiritual aspect of, well, we had to get out of it because we're getting spiritually attacked so often that you didn't even want to get up out of bed. That is on my channel. If you want to look at it, it's called Concept and Wonder. Well, if you look up ghost hunting, you'll find them guys. And those are my friends. I haven't talked to them in years, but we just got done doing, playing Rust or something like that. And I said, I'm really excited and interested about what you guys do ghost hunting. They both went ghost hunting and they realized they had to get out of it because the evil spirits would follow them around everywhere. That's it. I mean, their whole life had this pressure of evil spirits on them. So that's on there on the channel, and we'll see. Yeah, Valerie, I know about bad spirits. We'll see what happens tomorrow and what we're going to talk about. You know, it's a wide open territory, and we'll just see. We'll just see. Authorized KJV. I'm unsubbed if this is the talk from a so-called saved Christian. Well, I don't know if he was saved when he was doing it. He got mad at me. A lot of people do. You go into Brian's channel. If you want to hear a ghost story, look at that guy. The guy's a charlatan. He's literally like, I am an image of what I think you want me to believe or whatever you want. And then, oh, I get more subscribers if I talk bad about this, and I get more if I talk about that. He has no conviction. None. It's like a man without integrity is not a man. If you don't have integrity, you have nothing. You have nothing. What else you got? I don't care. Some guy works at a gas station. I don't hold him as less of a man as somebody who's like Bill Gates. Bill Gates to me, whatever. I don't care. Well, you got billions of dollars. I don't care. Men don't. But if you're a shadow of yourself to please whatsoever, go away. Go away. Go out to your tiny house that you pretended you built and lied your butt off for the last 3 years. Lied your butt off about that. It's not my vacation property. I'm really gonna live here. Rational Wiki, yeah, video saying that that's your vacation property. Liar. Liar. I mean, that is being you gotta be up there with what is it, Jim McMahon or something? WWE. You gotta be right up there with that level of lying to people. Joyce, you watched all of Denlinger's videos? Yeah, it's pretty sad. I've watched a lot of them too. Yeah. His subscriber number keeps getting bigger. Well, of course. A lot of people like racism. It's not going to drop unless he has a national incident. His subscribers are going to keep going up by about 100 a month or something like that. That's what mine does. 100 a month. Something like that. And that's pretty normal for YouTube. Yeah, Victoria Falls teachers do. I can go out and, for instance, I can take a Mormon doctrine and tell all the men out there, you can have as many as women as you want and all this stuff, and people will flock to me. Just really? I can go out there and go have any woman I want and get married to them? Of course. That's the basis of Mormonism. That is the very basics of it. Sleep with as many women as you can, which is oddly similar to a lot of your cults, or not cults, but like Freemasonry and Skull and Bones and all these different organizations. They're all built on sex. So yeah, if I wanted to start a cult, I'd be like, well, sex is the way to heaven. That's just the way I'd do it. I got a whole bunch of people in there. A whole bunch. Church of Satan, based on sex. Most important thing in their life. Talk about KFC. Yeah, I got my KFC bucket. Sex, money, power, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I had that stuff. All right. Um, I had all that, and it's never fulfilled. It's an ongoing circle. You get into this, especially the money thing. It's how much more money can I make? How much more can I do? And it always seems like you're broke at the end of the month. It always just seems that way. Power. Oh, look at me. I'm in a big position. And then you get laid off. Stupid. Power is having knowledge. Comes through the Bible. And money is important. I mean, everyone needs money to live. But I'm making 1/5 right now is what I used to make. And I have more money than when I made that much. Odd, isn't it? It's odd. And I still buy toys. I still buy stupid crap. I still waste money. Everybody does. Rich G, apparently you have the mark of the beast then. I have to lop your arm off, man. Come down there and lop your arm off. Valerie, I'm not buying you a 4x4. You can have a four-wheeler. Can't have a 4x4. Yeah. Yeah. I think, and I also want to talk about Robert's going to be here tomorrow and we're going to talk about things. And I think, people have some bad things to say about Robert and what he's doing. I want you to watch the thing where he answers personal questions and talks about where he's coming from. He's not lying to people, okay? And he's very open about his monetization and what he is doing. And of course, I disagree with the guy on doctrine on a lot of places, but the guy is not being a charlatan. Okay. He's not out there to try and befuddle you. This is what the guy believes. And it's very, and I did this too way back in the day, years ago, where you're setting the guy up to be something he's not. Like he's not somebody who's out there just to take your cash. Um, he's not out there trying to do anything other than do his videos and do sort of the right thing. And for everyone who says that, this is Robert Breaker's main income, it is not. He talks about that in this video. He does other stuff. He has business and I don't want to get too far into that, but I don't like hearing bad things about Robert after talking to him for almost a year now. I can sniff out stuff. I can sniff it out pretty well. And I know exactly where I disagree with them. I know exactly this and that. And we're fine. We are fine. I just don't like people attacking him on that basis. And like tomorrow, we're going to do a UFO thing. And I'm sure there's going to be attacks. Like, oh, we're paganist, whatever, because we talk about this or that or the other thing. It's going to come up. Something like that. But it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So who's going to buy me a four-wheeler? I really want a four-wheeler. I really want one. What is it we need? $40,000 so I can have a room to make videos? I think I need $40,000. See, this room isn't good enough. It's not good enough. I need 40 grand. Obviously. Obviously. Just not acceptable. Anyways, I think I've been going on long enough. Spiritual gifts. Robert Breaker is a good brother and a great teacher. I've learned a lot from watching his videos. Yeah, Robert's got some good stuff. And again, there's stuff I disagree with them, whatever. Yeah, he's a good dude. Funny enough, there's other people who don't like that guy either, who are also good people. But they attack him like he's a really bad man. And, that's their thing, whatever. But yeah, that's how it is. And the interesting thing about that is I really, I actually want to pull it up and put the video up so people can watch it because the exact same reason that I got into online doing videos and things like that is the exact same reason that Robert Breaker did. Am I going to say the guy is lying? Does he look like he's lying? No, it looks like he's telling the truth. He can reach more people by going through the online route. Why did he monetize? Because he can reach more people. It's exactly what I did. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to work within a system. It's how it is. And I do want to put up the video um, for Robert here. Personal questions. And we'll throw it over here. There. Everybody go check them out. You know, as comparative to some other people out there, the guy is nervous and he's shifting his feet a little bit and he's trying to recall things. But his eyes ain't going like this, man. It ain't going. All you need is faith. Once upon a time, I was this and I was that. They ain't like that. They ain't like that. Oh, I used to have a job when I was a lumberjack. And I used to make a lot more money than what I do now. Come on, man. Come on. There's lying heretics out there. And come on. I know a lot of people would be upset with me. Oh, you're trumping up Robert Breaker. I'm like, I'm not trumping them up. I'm just saying there's a lot of things that are going against him that aren't true. Okay. That's not true. Not true. Okay. So we'll do 30 seconds of questions and I'm going to call it. I have to get ready for tomorrow. I have to get my tinfoil hat together. You know, it's going to be a big thing. Shepard's and Bester. How old's Max? We're all the same age. We're all 40 years old. Around there. Brett, me, Robert, we're all around 40 within a year or two. Cupcake Puppy wants to get banned off this channel forever. We get the trolls going now. It'll be interesting tomorrow. The people who are moderators on here today, if you could please be around somewhere in around 6 o'clock. I'm actually probably going to call in other people too, just to pretty much delete. It's been a problem in the last 2 videos where they just all of a sudden, I think it's one person who has admin access at Google who just copies and pastes a person's information so it looks like it's them. It happened to Robert. It happened to Pancake Cow. And it's all the same person. And you can't ban them enough because they have admin to everything. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. With that, guys, put the questions that you want to be answered in the comment section, not on the chat. Okay? Put it in the comment section so I can actually look at them, write them down, and we can talk about them if you want them to be talked about. And there you have it. That's what we're going to do. And with that, God bless. And we are going to be out of here.